Akala ko ikaw. Nagtatalo ba kayo ng partner mo kung sino ang dapat gumawa ng isang bagay sa negosyo ninyo? Yung tipong may deadline na pero parehong akala ninyo ang isa ang bahala? O kaya naman, pareho kayong nag-e-effort sa parehong task. Tapos nag-aksaya lang kayo ng oras dahil hindi malinaw kung sino ang in charge. Naku anak, I know exactly how confusing and frustrating that can feel. Nung sinimulan ninyo ang negosyo, sobrang excited kayo sa dream, di ba? Yung possibilities, the income, the freedom, lahat gusto nyong ma-achieve together. Pero nobody sat down and said, ano ba talaga ang role ko? Kaya ang nangyari, duplicate efforts. Pareho kayong gumagawa ng parehong trabaho and you are actually wasting time and energy. Or worse, may mga gaps, may tasks na walang gumagawa kasi pareho ninyong akala na yung isa ang bahala. Kaya ang resulta, customers are disappointed, deadlines are missed, money is wasted. At ang inyong relationship, it became tense. Kasi anak, hindi lang ito business problem. Nagiging relationship problem na rin. Every miscommunication at work turns into a fight at home. Every dropped ball becomes, akala ko ikaw na ang bahala. After that, both of you end up exhausted and frustrated. Tapos, tinatanong nyo, bakit ang hirap ng partnership natin? The truth, it's not that you are incompatible or that you are bad at business. Ang kailangan lang talaga is structure. So, let me share with you 5 powerful lessons from couples who have faced the same challenge and found a way to prosper in their business. Lesson number 1, kailangan nating i-define kung sino ang may-ari ng bawat task from day 1. Do you and your partner assume that the other person is handling important tasks? Yung tipong may deadline na, saka lang kayo mag-uusap kung sino yung dapat gumawa? Let me share with you the story of Louie and Janice, who opened a milk tea shop 3 years ago. Both of them were passionate about the business. Ininvest nila lahat ng kanilang savings, they worked day and night, and truly believed that they would succeed together. Pero ito yung problema. They never sat down and asked, sino ang in charge sa inventory? Sino ang mag-handle ng staff? Sino ang mag-manage ng suppliers? Everything was just tayong dalawa pareho. Kaya dumating yung time na they ran out of milk tea supplies in the middle of peak hours. Pumipila na yung mga customers pero hindi sila ma-serve, and si Louie was really furious. Bakit hindi ka nag-order ng supplies? And na-shock si Janice. Ako? Sabi niya, akala ko ikaw ang mag-order. Tapos sumagot si Louie, sabi niya, ako na nga ang nag-handle ng equipment suppliers, hindi yung ingredients. So Louie and Janice both thought someone else was handling it, but nobody knows who it actually was. Kaya ito yung lesson, anak. Kapag ang roles ay hindi clear, people make assumptions. And assumptions always lead to disappointment. Hindi teamwork ang tawag dyan, kundi chaos. Sa negosyo, chaos costs money. But more than that, it destroys trust. Hindi mo pwedeng i-assume na alam ng partner mo kung ano yung iniisip mo. You need to be explicit about who owns what. So anak, sit down with your partner this week. Ilista ang lahat ng tasks sa inyong negosyo. Inventory, customer service, accounting, marketing, operations. Tapos, pag-usapan ninyo. Hindi pwedeng pa-assume lang. Kailangan mag-assign ng primary ownership sa bawat task. One person has to own the outcome. Dapat nakasulat. Make it official so that things will run smoothly between the two of you. Lesson na pangalawa, kailangan ihinto na yung mga doble-dobleng trabaho by creating clear responsibilities. Are you and your partner both working on the same task, wasting time and effort? Yung tipong pareho kayong nag-effort but as it turned out, na doble lang pala yung ginawa nyo? Pareho ba kayo ni Melo at ni Judy who run a photography and videography business for wedding and events? Pareho silang creative. Both love capturing moments. Both can edit videos and how well they do it. So when they started, they thought, we're perfect partners. We can both do everything. Pero ito yung nangyari. During the early years ng kanilang negosyo. So Melo would start editing a wedding video. Tapos si Judy would also start editing the same video, thinking that Melo was just too busy. So siya na lang. So they would both spend hours working on it only to realize they duplicated the work. Or sometimes, si Melo naman would think Judy was already calling the client to confirm shoot details. sales. Pero kala naman ni Judy, ginawa na ni Melo. Kaya ang result, walang nagtawag. And the client got upset. They almost lost the booking. Nako, nakakahiya, di ba? This happened over and over until one day, Judy broke down crying. Ang hirap naman nito, sabi ni Judy. Parang hindi tayo magkasundo sa kahit na ano. And Melo and Judy realized, ang problema was not their love or skills. The problem was that they had no structure. Kaya ito ang nangyayari kapag both partners can do everything. You will end up doing everything twice or doing nothing at all. So, ang solution that they found was simple. They divided responsibilities clearly. Si Judy ang naging in charge sa mga client communication at shoot coordination. Si Melo naman took charge of editing and social media marketing. Nabawasan ng conflicts, tumaas ang efficiency, and lumaki yung negosyo nila. Ang lesson dito, anak, discuss with your partner who is naturally better at each task. Then, assign primary ownership and document it. Trust me, once things start rolling, you will feel a huge relief. Pangatlong lesson, kailangan nating irespeto ang domain ng bawat isa without interference. Do you keep interfering with your partner's assigned tasks? Yung tipong may assigned role na siya pero nangingialam ka pa rin. Nako, that happens. And let me tell you about Joel and Laura, a couple who run a catering business for events and parties. Medyo matagal-tagal na yung negosyo nila, mga siguro 5 or 6 years. Back then, nung nag-uumpisa pa lang, divided yung kanilang roles. It seemed clear. Joel handled food preparation and kitchen operations. Si Laura naman handled client relations and event coordination. Pero eto yung nangyayari again and again. Joel would prepare the menu for a client event. Tapos si Laura naman papasok sa kitchen and say, Han, baka mas maganda kung ganito yung presentation. O kaya magsasuggest siya ng pagbabago sa ingredients, pag-a-adjust ng portion, or redesigning the plating. Siyempre, si Joel felt brushed aside. Ang galing mo naman, bakit hindi na lang ikaw ang gumawa, sabi ni Joel. On the other hand, when Laura naman would finalize event details with the client, Joel would suddenly question her decisions. Bakit ganyan yung setup? Bakit hindi mo na lang sinabi sa client na mahirap yan? Laura would feel disrespected. Ikaw na lang kaya ang makipag-usap sa client, sabi niya. Yes, they had defined yung kanilang mga roles on paper, pero sa practice, they kept stepping on each other's toes. So during our coaching call, ni-remind ko sila na they needed to trust each other. You see, trust is not just a word. It's letting each other do their part, handle their responsibilities, and know that you've got each other's back. And so, Joel and Laura made a new agreement. For Joel's responsibilities, Laura speaks up only when asked. For Laura's responsibilities naman, Joel would trust her judgment. So the change was almost immediate. Na-feel nilang pareho na respected sila at they felt confident. So eto yung lesson, anak. If you assign a partner a responsibility, let them own it fully. Huwag mag-micromanage, ha? Trust that your partner is capable just as they trust that you are capable. Lesson na pang-apat, i-review natin at i-adjust natin yung roles natin habang lumalaki ang ating negosyo. Ginagamit nyo pa rin ba yung parehong role revision that you created 3 years ago? Kahit na lumaki na yung negosyo, ganun pa rin ba ang setup ninyo? Let me share the story of Jerry and Mimi who own a car accessories and detailing shop. Nung nag-umpisa sila, yung role division nila made perfect sense. Jerry handled all the technical work, detailing cars, installing accessories, managing the service bay. Mimi naman handled the admin side, yung bookkeeping, customer calls, and inventory orders. So for the first 2 years, beautiful, very perfect yung kanilang sistema. But then, nag-grow na yung kanilang negosyo, nadagdagan na yung mga katauhan nila, nagkaroon sila ng more staff, opened a second location, and they expanded their product and service lines. Soon, si Jerry was overwhelmed. He was trying to do lahat ng technical task niya by himself. Siya pa rin ang nagtitrain ng bagong staff, managing quality control, and overseeing 2 location. Exhausted exhausted siya, working 14-hour days. Meanwhile naman, si Mimi's workload actually nabawasan. Bakit? Well, with better systems, tapos meron na siyang assistant, yung admin task niya naging more manageable na. So one night, si Jerry collapsed sa pagod. Nothing serious, he was just completely burnt out. And katabi niya si Mimi, habang nandoon siya, tinitingnan ni Mimi yung nangyari kay Jerry at sabi niya, nako, hindi na nagwo-work yung setup natin. Inadmit ni Jerry sa sarili niya na hindi niya na kayang gawin yung ginagawa niya the way he used to. So, pinag-usapan nila, nilayout nila yung lahat ng mga dapat gawin and they completely reassess their roles. Si Mimi took over managing one location and handling supplier relationships. Si Jerry naman, nag-focus na siya sa quality control, sa training, at saka sa pag-develop ng mga bagong service packages. Within 1 month, yung stress level ni Jerry bumaba na at yung negosyo tumatakbo pa rin smoothly. So, eto yung lesson, anak. Roles that work when you started may no longer work as you grow. Kaya, great business partners need to adjust. So, schedule a quarterly review with your partner para sa pag-a-adjust ng inyong mga roles. Tanungin ninyo yung pareho, yung ating bang current roles nagwo-work pa ba? And, of course, be willing to change na walang ego. Lesson number 5. Intindihin natin kung bakit ang mga couples ay nag-a-avoid sa pag-define ng roles. Madali lang naman mag-define ng roles, pero bakit maraming mga couples nagne-negosyo without defining roles? Alam mo ba kung bakit nangyayari ito? Let me tell you about Leo and Mika who own a steel and aluminum fabrication business. 8 years na silang mag-asawa and magkasama sa negosyo for 4 years. Leo and Mika, deeply in love. Sa kanilang marriage, they naturally share everything. Nagtutulungan sila, walang bilangan. They step in whenever needed and that works beautifully at home. Pero nung nag-umpisa na yung negosyo nila, they brought the same approach. We will just help each other. We don't need strict roles. Yun yung iniisip nila. So, there was a time na nagkaroon ng biglang rush order ang malaking client. Akala ni Leo, si Mika na ang nag-handle ng delivery schedule. Si Mika naman, inassume niya na si Leo ang nagmamanage ng materials and production timeline. By midweek, nothing was ready. Naturally, tumawag yung client, galit. Materials were late, production was behind, stress levels were high, and tempers, nako, sumabog. That evening, Mika said, Leo, kailangan na nating mag-usap. Hindi na talaga okay itong setup natin. And si Leo sighed, alam mo, hindi ko na kaya, sabay-sabay gawin lahat. And so they sat together and divided responsibilities clearly. Si Leo ang nag-focus na sa production and materials. Si Mika naman took charge of client communication and scheduling. And yung next project, naging maayos na. So, ito yung lesson, anak. What works in marriage does not always work in business. So, sa marriage, flexibility and shared responsibility is beautiful, di ba? Pero sa negosyo, you need clarity, accountability, and structure. Love and support your partner? Absolutely. But also respect the need for clear roles. And doing your part excellently and trusting your partner to do theirs prevents burnout, confusion, at saka conflict. Ganyan ang pag-protect ng inyong negosyo at ang inyong relationship. So anak, if you and your partner feel like you're always miscommunicating, frustrated, working hard but not getting ahead, it's not because you're incompatible. It's not because the business is doomed. It's because you haven't created structure. And structure is not about control, anak. Structure is about clarity. Clarity removes conflict. Clarity removes confusion. And clarity lets you work as a team instead of against each other. So this week, sit down with your partner. Define your roles clearly. Write them down. Commit to them. Review them regularly as your business grows. And be willing to adjust when things change. Your business will run smoother. Your stress will go down. And your relationship, it will grow stronger than ever. When you're clear about who does what, you stop blaming and you start building. You stop duplicating effort and you start multiplying results. You stop fighting over responsibilities and you start celebrating each other's strengths. Umpisahan mo na ngayon, anak. Today na. That's how you become a truly business-minded Pinoy.